Raw head and bloody bones steals awful children from their homes. He takes them to his awful den. They're never ever seen again. Raw head and bloody bones is maybe the most famous Appalachian haint tale there ever was, and tonight I'm going to share my version. My name is Joel Brashear, and I am, among a few other things, an Appalachian storyteller. Way back many years ago, there was a young fella named Jasper Watkins. Now, Jasper was cute, Jasper was clever, but the worst part is he knew it. He figured he could outsmart any adult, any child. He just always knew better. And he was always out to scheme and steal and cheat. Now, this was before modern conveniences and toys. Back then, kids was happy to have a stick to play with, but Jasper, if somebody had something that he wanted, he'd figure out a way to get it. If kids had a new set of jacks or anything really, he'd figure out a way to con them or cheat them or get it. There's a fella about his age named Johnson. His papa'd give him a new fiddle. Now, Jasper couldn't play a lick, never touched a fiddle, but something about that, it ran all over him. He wanted that fiddle bad. So he went up to the little Johnson boy and said, "Hey, let's play us some cards for your fiddle." That Johnson boy's like, "No, Jasper, no, I can't play cards. My mommy'd whip me for sure. Plus, if I lost my papa's fiddle, I'd just die." "Oh, let's play us some cards. You'll have fun. I bet you $20. Well, $20 was a lot of money back then. Now, Jasper didn't have $20. That little boy didn't know it. Well, the cards were dealt. Sure enough, Jasper cheated. Sure enough, Jasper got a new fiddle. Raw head and bloody bones steals awful children from their homes. He takes them to his awful den. They'll never ever be seen again. Jasper looked around, and there was some girls jumping rope, chanting that little old nursery rhyme. He didn't pay him much attention. It spooked him a little, but he was too clever to be believing in something like raw head and bloody bones. He started heading home. He got to thinking. Before his pa had died, he told him about raw head and bloody bones. It was a skull scurried along the ground, big bloodshot eyeballs, bones held together by sinew and muscle, show up and pop your eyeballs out and eat them like jelly, grind you up like oatmeal and slurp you down before you could scream. That's just a tale. That wasn't true. Jasper went on home carrying his new prized fiddle. His mom was at the stove fixing something to eat. She shot him a sideways glance. "Jasper, where'd you get that fiddle?" "Well, Ma, it's mine. I want it." She knew her boy well enough to know something was up with that. She looked at him, just waited. "I did too win it. I didn't cheat. I didn't do nothing. It's mine." "Jasper, if you lie, raw head and bloody bones are gonna come get you." "I don't believe in none of that." "Jasper, raw head and bloody bones are gonna show up. He's gonna cut your legs off and cook them like a ham, string you up and eat you like beef jerky." "Ma, I don't believe in nothing. I wouldn't never lie, wouldn't never steal, wouldn't never cheat. You ought to feel ashamed to talk to me that way." Ma just shook her head. Raw head and bloody bones steals awful children from their homes. He takes them to his awful den. They're never ever seen again. Jasper had a little chill run up his spine. He looked over and his baby brother was on a rocking chair. Just rocking back and forth, looking at his big brother, grinning. Jasper scurried upstairs, carrying his new fiddle. He pulled it out, got the bow, Tried it out, and it sounded like a cat dying, but it didn't stop him. He played for about 5 or 6 good minutes. Every time he'd pull that bow across, it sounded even worse. No matter how hard he tried, he figured he'd be the best thing ever was. He was not. And the more times he tried, the madder he got. Till finally, he got frustrated and took that fiddle and smashed it right on the ground. Shattered into 1,000 pieces. Raw head and bloody bones steals awful children from their homes. I'll take you to my awful den. You'll never ever be seen again. It was at that time Jasper heard it in the dark corner of his room. He heard some shuffling. He turned around and there it was. There was a skull covered in rotten flesh, eyeballs bulging out, teeth chattering. There was a headless skeleton dancing more than walking, held together with sinew, tissue, covered in blood, headed straight for Jasper. His ma heard him scream, but he was never seen again. Now, I'm 45 years old, but I know well enough now to mind my mommy and daddy. I don't know that Rawhead and Bloody Bones is going to come after me if I don't, but I'm not about to take that chance. Make sure you're minding your ma and pa too, minding your P's and Q's. Well, folks, I'll be back real soon with another story. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, like and share if you would. We'll let more folks know about what we're doing and let them hear these stories. This one's one of my favorites. It's as old as they get in these Appalachian stories, and I sure like telling them. We'll be back again real soon with another one. Till then, you stay safe out there.